Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video we're going to be doing Let's Talk About the Punisher. So, yeah, I'm starting a new series kind of here on the channel today. And it's pretty much going to be doing Let's Talks about comic book characters. And yeah, so it's pretty much, I'm just going to be talking about the characters. You guys would have noticed, if you're a long time viewer, you would have seen that I used to do superheroes or whatever explained, where I would do like a highly edited video with explaining their origins, what issue they appeared in that kind of stuff. But in this video, I thought, not this video, like I'm doing this ongoing series now, or it's gonna be kind of like a series. I want to just do kind of a let's talk. What I mean by let's talks are just honestly just talking about the character, think how personally I feel about the character, deep doing some character analysis, do some I don't know if I'll do interesting facts, but just go ahead and really talk about the character, uh, discuss maybe the origins of the character, uh, it's in media and stuff. It'll kind of be like explained, but kind of not. I won't go into too in depth on exactly when they came out and stuff like that. But anyways, in today's video, we've got the Punisher. So yeah, and also I'm gonna be for these videos, I'm kind of more gonna be sticking towards superheroes with a deeper meaning behind them, at least personally to me, or find characters that I find very interesting that not a lot of people talk about, or a character that has a lot of things to speak about. Like for example, I won't do too much. I wouldn't do Superman personally, uh, or like Green Lantern, but maybe I would do something like Wally West Flash or Jason Todd Red Hood, because there's a few things to talk about there. Or say Mr. Freeze, or characters that have a lot of stuff to really go behind their character. Very layered characters. But anyways, that's enough talking about the intro. Let's get into the video. So anyways, in today's video, I picked this character for a reason, and it's going to be the Punisher. Now, I feel like a lot of people don't really talk too much about the Punisher. Now, the Punisher, he is personally to me, he's a very layered character, very interesting and just layered character. Uh, just in different aspects, whether it be exactly what he does and stuff like that. But anyways, let's get into this. So first of all, I would like to cover over his kind of origins, kind of. So yeah, pretty much his name, his alter ego is Frank Castle. Uh, but it actually says here that his like full name is Francis. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Castiglione, but he changed it to Frank Castle, just shortened, I guess. So yeah, he pretty much that's his name, Frank Castle, of course. Pretty much his origin story, most coveted origin story, is he is an like he usually is in the army, whether it be the Navy, Marine. Actually, when he first debuted, he was actually, it said he was like a Vietnam War veteran or something like that, and he pretty much returned to war and found his family was killed. All of his family, I think he had two kids in most origin stories and a wife. They all died because usually like there's a deeper plot in terms of government and uh, teams of government and like criminals and stuff like that. So yeah, that's usually what happens. His family dies, and then he goes on a hell bench and he just completely just kills his villains and all that. So yeah, that's what we're kind of covering in this video. But yeah, I wanted to touch on as well. Of course, he made his first appearance in the Amazing Spider-Man number 129, and that he actually is all the way from 1974. Uh, but obviously his character got a little bit darker over the years. Yeah, he's a Marine Corps member. His character gotten obviously a much more darker over the years than say the 70s, where he was a little bit more lighthearted. I mean, he wasn't too lighthearted, but it is definitely gotten darker now, especially with stuff he does now. Uh, but yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty sure he was one of the first anti-heroes as well, because he is an anti-hero. He's not a superhero. He's not a villain. He's an anti-hero. And if you don't understand what that term means, it pretty much means that you're not on either. You do heroic things, kind of, but you're also doing kind of villainous things as well. In today's case, we got Frank Castle, and he, of course, kills his villains, but he does it, and he kills, like, mostly criminals and stuff like that. So that is what sets him apart from being, say, a villain. Uh, anyways, let's get into this. So the reason why I did this Let's Talk is, as I just covered his origin story, is he kills his villains. Now, some of you might be like, "Oh, that's tremendous. He kills his villains. That's pretty close in door." But after say watching the show, the he has movies, and also reading some of his comics, you could see in a very psychological what's going on. Now, a lot of people, especially in the comics world, depict him as more of an insane lunatic, even though I don't think of him as much as that. But is an insane kind of lunatic where he's hell bent on kind of killing all villains and just straight up slaughtering people, as a lot of people do think that that happens. Uh, but again, there's a lot more in factor. So let's just start off at the start here. So he comes home and he sees, oh, my family's dead. Drug dealers. We know exactly who did it. And he probably went back and forth trying to get some justice here. Until he realized people he puts away, or even they didn't even have anything done to them, or anything, barely even paid, pretty much. So he just brings it among himself to just pretty much punish those, hence the name Punisher, punish those for exactly what they've done, murderers, all of that kind of stuff, criminals pretty much in general. He agrees to just kill all of them and not even bring them to justice or anything like that. And he just straight away kills them. Now, you kind of understand why he's coming for it. He's a very broken man, and especially if you've seen exactly what's going on, you would realize he doesn't care what happens. Like, he straight up would just go straight at people, punch them. One time he got his foot screwed in, like drilled in, and it's pretty gruesome. I'm not gonna describe it, but there's been numerous instances where something like a bone would be broken, something like that. Normal people would just be knocked out, but he would be straight away just, he didn't care at all, and he would straight away just go and try and kill them pretty much. Uh, and that also shows a lot of things as well, because if you realize his character, Punisher really wants to go and be reunited with his family in kind of like the afterlife or whatever you believe in, or whatever he believes in too. I don't know what he believes in, but he wants to pretty much just die because, again, he pretty much has nothing to live for. I mean, he doesn't have any family. His friends are sometime issue. He doesn't have any really close friends and stuff like that. So there's that aspect as well, is you kind of understand where his character is coming from. And especially he just doesn't die because, again, he believes he should be wiping out all these criminals and finding justice. I say that in quotation marks because I don't think that's right, but that's just my personal beliefs. And again, that's why he's an anti-hero, not a villain. Obviously, there's some stuff in his stuff in with other superheroes, especially, is a lot of them don't believe in what he does, but some people kind of do, but they don't at the same time, and all these different stuff. Uh, yeah, in terms of, again, his killing, brutally killing, I kind of understand, but at the same time, I'm kind of torn exactly what's going on, because there's definitely times where it's very crazy because he's pretty much slaughtering people. Uh, but just in the terms of being a lunatic or something like that. Uh, to be honest with you guys, I honestly think that maybe he has something wrong with him. Or he probably does. He doesn't have. Maybe it's probably. Uh, something is wrong, obviously. But again, he kind of has it under control, and he has a certain code as well. I mean, I don't think he kills uh, women or children or anything like that, or innocent people. Pretty much, it's mainly kind of guilty people. Uh, but anyways, the Punisher's got to be one of the actually slowly underrated characters, in my personal opinion, especially anti-hero wise. I felt like a lot of people appreciated Punisher more back in like 2018, 2017, around that time and earlier. But nowadays, he's not too much appreciated. A lot of people, more people think he's just a lunatic. Uh, Even in real world stuff, he's very. People still think that, but yeah, it's reasonable why they think that too. But anyways, but in my personal opinion, I think he's very underrated, especially with some of the stuff he can do. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Honestly, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.